Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Kynection Spotlight. I'm joined today by VJ from Future Pulse. Say hello to all your Future Pulse fans out there, mate.
Hi, Phil. Nice to meet you
Say-
again. Hi, hello, everyone. Yeah, I think it was nice to reconnect again after Forge. I believe so we had a fantastic Forge
Yeah,
event, and
absolutely. Yeah,
thank
thank
you
you
for
for your
having
support.
us as well
Yeah.
in Forge.
No, it was a great event. Thank you for being part of it. Thank you for showing the world about the power of Salesforce, the number one CRM. They really changed the game when they started introducing what they did, and everyone is starting to follow on. So it's good to have, sort of Future Pulse partner in our ecosystem. So when we do have customers and clients that are looking to, be for that Salesforce commitment, I can refer them to people like you and your team and the wonderful individuals that you work with. So thank you again, mate.
Yeah, absolutely,
I'm going to start
absolutely.
off with. Um, That's okay. I'm going to start off with a random question off the back. So what are your thoughts, Forge? It was such a crazy event. It's the first time we ever did something like that. There was a lot of people. Thank you for presenting. Thank you for meeting all these random people and all the interesting topics that we spoke about. Do you have any feedback on it by any chance?
I think the Forge was a fantastic event. I think that I think that's one of the kind of event where if anybody wants to know about AI or learn something or wants to know like what they can do to their organization using AI, and if they want to looking for some ideas or if they are looking for some ways to start on it, I think the Forge is the best event they can attend and learn from the experts. I think it was a very good event. I liked it, and then our Future Coach team also. So we were there as one of the sponsors as well. So we did present on Salesforce as you mentioned. So yeah, I think I'm looking forward to another Forge event as well. And hopefully this year we will have a bigger than last year, I believe.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Now we've got marketing, we've got people that understand what it is. Um, what got you in Salesforce and Zoho? What was your inspiration? Why did you develop, the wonderful company of Future Pulse? What was some humble
Yeah, first
beginnings?
thing, first thing, by a person by heart. So the first thing is I wanted to do start a company, no matter what. Like I still
Yep.
remember the first, during my starting days of my career. And then someone asked me, seniors, someone asked me like, "What do you want to be?" I said, "I want to start my
Mhm.
company." And then the next follow-up question that they have asked, "Why are you here?" So I said, "See, I'm here to learn things. I don't know what to do, how to start a company, how are the things gonna work and what are the things do's, don'ts, and all of that. I don't know. So I'm here to learn the things first." So but the thing is, as soon as I started my career, I landed on Salesforce, like as a Salesforce developer,
Yep.
tried in Salesforce, and then started as a Salesforce developer, and been in the Salesforce ecosystem for 15 years. And see, why is the first thing is always I wanted to start a sales company, and Salesforce became a natural choice because I spent almost 15 years on Salesforce ecosystem. And another thing is,
Yep.
there's a lot of gap. Yeah, and then the gap is doing the right thing. Okay, so it's about like any as in Salesforce partner, as a vendor. I think the first thing that what we need to do is take care of our customers and make sure that they get maximum ROI on their Salesforce investment. So we do care for that, and we do the right thing, we advise the right thing. So that's where I thought, okay, let's start the company Future Pulse and start doing it.
Start, start doing, and a lot has changed since 15 years, probably since you started. So
I remember I used to
it's good to
do
see you're
coding
on
in
top.
Visualforce page. Yeah. So Visualforce page is like
Yeah.
oldest kind of thing that they used to do it, like to develop the screens and pages. And from there to now Lightning, and now the latest thing is the AgentForce. So yeah, a lot
Yep.
changed in the
Agent
in
Force. Yep.
15 years. Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
quick question around Zoho. What is the target market? I recently had another customer that we've onboarded to the Kynection platform, and they currently run Zoho, and they're pretty big. But is there an ideal customer size that you get for Zoho compared to Salesforce?
I think for us, the ideal customer in the Zoho space is medium-sized businesses. Small to medium-sized businesses is what we're looking at. Like
So is that
from medium,
25 employees less,
yeah, yeah,
25
yeah.
employees
I
more,
mean,
would you
like,
say?
yeah, starting from, if they have 10 to 25, 30, 40 kind of
Yep.
fish. So if that's where we recommend Zoho, and then we let them operate on Zoho. And but whereas when it comes to Salesforce, it's a big enterprises, medium to enterprises, where they want much more sophisticated platform CRM, which can do much more, and it provides a lot of
Excellent. Yep.
power to their hands to develop the workflows the way they want, and their company, it operates the way it want to operate. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. There's a lot of functionality in there. All right, let's get started in some of those questions, VJ. So, what makes your expertise unique, and how can it directly the Kynection customers? So, compare yourself to other companies that implement Salesforce. What's so
All right.
special about Future Pulse?
Yeah. So, like, as I said in my introduction, right? Like, first thing is we care for investment that any customers do on a particular tool like Salesforce, and we want to advise the right thing. Like, it is not just that, oh, you have a 10 users, go and buy 10 Salesforce licenses. That's not the way we're gonna operate. Like, we're gonna really assess, like, what is that really needed, what kind of license is really needed in Salesforce, so that they get maximum out of it. Like, so that's the first thing. So we care for the investment, and we make sure that they get maximum out of their investments. And how does it gonna benefit the customer is because we are in this space for more than myself. I am there in this space for more than 15 years. I have a lot of experience working in different industries, and there's a lot of ideas sitting in our mind, and we can advise that what is the best way to implement any of the workflows, any of the functionalities that you want to do it. For example, if I have to take Kynection, right? Like, you work
Mm.
in the space of transport and field service, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So just take an example of
Yep. Construction,
transportation.
manufacturing. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna take an example of transportation, and as a customer, if I want to send my package, yeah. So how easy it is, to do using Salesforce, like, just with AgentForce coming in, and it's all as a customer, all you need to do is just open a app, or go to the your company website, and then start having a chat with the agent, and it can help you guide through without anyone involvement, end to end. It can allow you to book the package. Yeah. So that's the power.
Yeah.
So, when I say CRM, it's all about, like, how close to your customer, how easy for your customer to access your services. So if you make it easy for your customers to reach out, then you are a winner.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. No. Completely right, mate. Um, if you can minimize as many clicks on a phone, or as less fields they have to fill, a bit more automized and very simple to use, the better that particular employee and that field technician is going to get out of it.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
well
So,
done.
like, for example, yeah, yeah, just it's just easy. It make it as natural as possible to your customers. And with the AI coming in, and the Salesforce is already leading the way, as I said, like, they put a lot of thought into it about customer data security, and the way it is protected, like bringing their trust layer, just to avoid that, toxic languages, something is not communicated to customers. They have built all of this, and they have invested a lot of time, and their thought
A lot of
process into it,
yeah,
and they built all of this tool.
yeah, absolutely. They've got a lot of money, Salesforce. Not gonna lie.
Definitely.
um, any solutions that Future Pulse really addresses on specific challenges that you kind of touched on a little bit there around automation, but is there any other specific challenges? Let's stick to an industry. Let's stick to the transport industry. What other challenges do you see that Salesforce and the
Yeah,
future
I think
team?
I will take my one example from my side. Okay, so I did a trip to Europe, so not Europe, UK, yeah. And then while coming back
Okay.
to
Yep.
India, so my luggage was missing. I had to struggle 3 days to follow up with those airlines and calling the customer
At
care.
the luggage.
Where is my luggage? When it is gonna come and all of that. And the bad thing is, I had all my chocolates and everything inside it. Like imagine the
Oh
three
no.
4 days it is locked in and not in a state. When they delivered to me, they packed it up in a wrapper and then they tied it,
Yeah.
and then when when I opened it, all the chocolates were melted. So
Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah.
yeah, you just take that example, and the pain that I have gone through is like the calling the customer care multiple times. I didn't have a right tool
Mm.
where to reach out to the particular airlines about inquiring about my missing luggage, yeah, or my missing packages, right? So now, if you now look at it, like instead of me going through all of that trouble, like waiting in the line for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or half an hour sometimes, so all we can do is do enable a WhatsApp or enable a chat bots on the websites. All the customers go in there, provide their details, and then know the status where it is, what it is, right?
Yeah.
So
In real time.
then,
Yeah.
so it will save a lot of time for me as well, and then I can know about, okay, so my package is there and it is coming, and I'll be getting tomorrow on this particular time, and without my wasting 10-15 minutes, if I just chat for 1 or 2 minutes and I'm able to get that information, it's absolutely fine, right? Like, and I will be happy as
It's
well, so
easier.
that I don't need to go through of all those trouble of you know waiting for 10-15 minutes, making call and hearing those
But
music.
do you know what would save more time? Do you know
Yeah,
what would save more time, VJ?
what is
If you
it?
just had your own private plane. If you had your own private plane,
One day, I wish.
if you get a plane, you're not going to have that trouble. So there you go. There's another solution.
Yeah,
Uh, Alrighty. Now we've got a partnership in place, which is great. So we always can refer each other lovely clients and see if we can essentially solve their problems and enhance their productivity in their operations. Um, we currently have our partnership in place, where our clients can we have mutual clients that we can refer to each other in productivity and enhance their operations. And I guess the question I wanted to ask is, how do you see our partner enhancing our current customers' experience? What can we do to help them out? Obviously, this
definitely.
podcast is one of them, of the message out there. But do you have any other thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. The way I see this partnerships is gonna help the customers is like the connection is doing a good job in the industry segment. Like you are in transportation industries, field services, manufacturing, and all of that, and then what needs to be done in that particular space, right? And you
Mm,
provide you know uh, the solution that is needed by the customers. So by we partnering with Connection, we can help them to improve their customer relationship. Yeah. So and then we can really go as a team and you know help the customer from overall end-to-end workflows and operation of a particular company, right from taking care of the customers and making sure that they are easily available to their customers, happy customers, and then
yep,
making sure that the back end is working properly using Connection. Yeah. So
exactly.
by
Yep.
going together, I think we can meet that end-to-end requirement for any customers to operate and to make business successful and also make their customer happy.
Very good answer, and exactly right, mate. And making them happy. It's making them feel they're supported by both our companies, and
Yeah.
yeah, and we just again achieve their ROI, achieve their satisfaction, and achieve all their requirements. Yeah, good question,
Exactly,
good answer.
exactly. See, once they have everything in place and everything is working, like, then they should not, all the system in place. Then their customers will get an easy access. Customer will be happy with their services, and every other piece is working. Yes, that's it. Happy days.
Excellent. Um, this next question is around innovative strategies and solutions. Now, you did touch on one innovation solution around the Agent Force and what you bring there. Other plans? How can we get this in front of our customers and in front of get Kynection in front of your customers? Like, what is there any ideas? Obviously, this podcast is a good avenue, but do you have any other innovative ideas? Forge is another one. Bringing people together, forging alliances, forging relationships. Have you yourself and your marketing team thought of any other strategies to bring the customers to through our collaboration?
Um. Okay. So the another thing is that when you talk about the innovation, right? Like, identifying the customer problems, right? So that's the one area that we are really working on to really understand, like, what is that we need to really talk to customer about, like, what are the areas, how we can help with these AIs, and what are the changes that which technology landscape that is changing, right? So we are constantly thinking about it, and then we are developing our own ideas, like, or for example, can be a problem to a customer, like, just I just spoke about the transportation, right? Like, if their package is damaged, you know what are the things that, what are the ways we can, help, our customer to manage that particular issue, so that the customer is happy, they don't get annoyed
Yep.
about their package is damaged, but they're still happy with the services and the solution is provided, right? So those are the thinking hats that we are putting in, and then we are trying to reach out to customer and talk about those problems, and then, see how the AI and the new technology landscape can help, to keep their customers happy, and also they keep their services, in a good position as well. Yeah. So say that, my package was damaged. I just message them, and then the solution behind it analyzes the similar cases in the history and says that the solution, what is the most commonly provided solution, it refers that, and then that works out to the customer, and then he walks out happily, like, oh yes, I have a solution, and then he will not face, any rejections or any of, bad feeling from customers. Yeah. So those kind of things that we are
Yeah, keep it
constantly.
straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Yeah. And next question, which is, what long-term value will our partnership bring customers and show them to keep them satisfied? Well, we kind of touched this in all the. I should change some of these questions around. But do you have
Yes.
anything
Yes.
else to add on long-term value?
Oh, I think, having the right partners and working with the right partners always gonna give, the best returns, I would say, and also keep their operations, working properly all the time, 24/7. I think so. Though all I can say, we are the right partners, and we can make sure that, whatever the solution that we provide, whatever the services that we offer, is going to benefit you. It's going to benefit your business,
Yep.
and brings, some value to your customers and to you.
Yeah, and you have a customer success team, and that's essentially how you keep them satisfied. Is you do regularly checks with them. You're making sure that everything looks okay. If there's any issues, you've just got that personalized person there to assist, which is which
That's
is a need,
exactly.
which is
And we,
always
we,
need.
we just, okay,
Yeah,
if the solution is like working, if they have any issues, they can easily reach out to us, and then we can make sure that, that is resolved in time. And also we tell that, okay, yeah, so there is another version. If there is something else that we need to do, we advise on that one as well. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Wow, VJ, that was nice and quick and short, and very, very informal and insightful. So, this comes to our little conclusion to our little podcast. But I do thank you again for your time. It's a pleasure seeing you. I have to come see you again in Melbourne so we can catch up for another and hang out. But I'll thank you again, and thanks for being part of the podcast.
So thanks Phil for having me today, and then it was nice catching up with you again, and looking forward to meeting you.
Thank you.